last night was the Met Gala, and most of us weren't there, but we all love the fashion. I mean, all right, maybe I'm a bit presumptuous. I love the fashion. I like fashion because it's just clothing. If it doesn't work for you, just take it off and put something else on. Who cares, you know? So I have fun with the Met fashion. Two things that stuck out to me like a sore thumb. Number one, I wish that RuPaul dressed as Ru. But I love the suit that he had on, but I wish he dressed as Ru, you know, and just turn all the girls out. And then number two, there is no denying that Katy Perry is the true Queen of Hearts. In my opinion, this is the best Halloween costume ever. Anyway, Lady Gaga, everybody, was the co-chair of the event, and they say she stole the show with a four-time change. I like that. I couldn't really see it as being show stealing as much as show stopping, but we'll talk more about all the fashions later on in the show because my Shady Style squad is here. By the way, and of course, we're gonna review Cardi B's outfit as well as Nicki Minaj's outfit. Listen, are you surprised that they were both invited? I wasn't. You know, Anna Wintour, you know, she pulls like the puppet strings. She knew what she was doing, and both girls arrived like within minutes of, didn't you just wear this last year? Anna Wintour, it looks like, well, when you like something, I guess you go with it. Anyway, both girls showed up, Cardi and Nicki, seconds away from each other. Anyway, we'll talk more about their outfits. Hailey Bieber Baldwin, Justin's wife, fiance, person. She looked nice, didn't she? He wasn't there with her. It was almost like odd to see couples there, even though, you know, if you're a couple, then you go to things together. But this is the one thing that I kind of like it when couples don't go together so that they're free to do what they want for the night and then go back home and tell the stories about it. But here's Priyanka and Nick. Yeah, no, that is, I know you're as stunned as me. From the neck up, I have no idea what such a gorgeous woman is doing, but that's her version of kitsch. Okay. Zendaya went as Cinderella, and every time they struck her dress, it would light up. Her stylist was her fairy godmother, so she was able to have a +1 with her stylist. Tiffany Haddish was there. She brought her own fried chicken. They say that it was hidden in her handbag. Oh, okay, anyway, more about the Met Gala. Jamie Foxx was there with Katie Holmes. They finally confirmed their relationship. Yes. Now, while her outfit isn't exactly kitsch, at least she looks happy. It's hard to get her in a happy moment. So there she is, happy with her now out of the closet boyfriend, Jamie Foxx. Yeah. So Britney Spears is really pushing more and more for her own freedom. If you follow Britney like we follow Britney, then you might see that she could be using her mother to get the freedom that she desires for herself. Okay, well, Britney's father, Jamie, has been the conservator over Britney's money and major decisions and what she does with the kids that would be part of the major, for the last 11 years of her life. It's pretty bad when, you know, you're a 30-something-year-old woman and you have 2 kids of your own and your father, daddy, is still the ruler over your life. That must mean there's something not right with Britney, that she can't make some of the most basic decisions that you and I, thank God, are able to make for ourselves. But now, you know, Jamie is going on with his own life. Lynne is going on with her own life. They're both divorced, but they seem to be loving parents over their children. It's Lynne now, her mother, that just filed some legal documents. The legal documents are asking the court to force Jamie, the father, to keep her, the mother, in the loop over matters regarding Britney and her conservatorship. So what does that mean, that Mrs. Spears was never so much in the loop? Well, you know what? back when they were all, a family together and the parents were married and everything, Lynne could have been the one supporting the girls, showing up, on the set and driving them around to practice and things like that. Because remember, Britney does have a younger sister who's also in entertainment, although not anymore. Yeah, there she is. And she got pregnant when she was real young and then backed out and married her boyfriend, and she's going on to live a nice life down south. Anyway, so maybe it was Mom Lynne whose duties around the house were a little bit different, making sure that, all the proper food was there and it was cooked and the girls were on practice on time. Whereas Jamie was the one, eyeballing, the front office of what the Britney Spears machine is. So maybe Jamie has always known more and Lynne is finally asking for it. But I do definitely think that it's long overdue, Lynne. Yeah, get involved because some people might say that Jamie's sole purpose right now for Britney is to keep her locked away so that he can have his way with her money and her brand. I don't believe that. I don't believe that about Jamie Spears. I don't know him, but I don't believe that part. There are some parents that aren't gonna rob and steal from their kids, and I do think that this is that family. With Lynne, I believe that she's probably asking right about now because she had to deal with the divorce, as well as her daughter, one being a big, gigantic superstar, the other one, having a baby, really young and trying to get into the down-home life. So Lynne probably had other things on her mind and just assumed that, Jamie and everybody was still operating in the best interest of Britney. But now Britney's doing more posts. I think that what she might be trying to do is show us that, look, you all, I'm fine. I'm as good as ever. I model, I do yoga, I stretch, I do things that you can't do, And that's all well and good. I still don't believe it because just 2 weeks ago, she was out with her boyfriend and she looked, well, like, no. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, same night. With all the rumors, maybe the family should do like a 1-hour TV interview special type thing, with somebody with some credibility, and sit down and break, because Britney's fans are very concerned about her. I happen to be one of those people. I don't think that Britney is well enough to perform the way you want her to perform. I think that sometimes people reach a point in their life. No, sometimes people reach a point in their life where they've had it and they want to live on their own terms. And I think that Britney's terms were, yes, she wanted to be famous, but not this damn famous, y'all. Because she would always say that she wanted to be a mother and she wanted to, live down south and be a mother, just, do a little singing, but mostly be a mom. It seems like Britney really wants to live the life that her sister's living. You know what I mean? Like a nice life, on the down low, in the cut, but she can't now because she's taken off as this, juggernaut, and maybe she doesn't know how to say no. Maybe the mother wants to, look, Lynne is going to court on Friday of this week, so I'm gonna follow this story, even if you don't follow it, I'll follow it for you, but shout out to you, Britney. I like Toya, right? On The Family Hustle, Tiny and T.I. Toya, Lil Wayne's baby's mother, she's moved on with her life. This is Wayne's daughter and Toya's daughter. Her name is Reginae. She's been on here on our show before. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's only 20. And we've talked about this before. She's too young to be with a 28-year-old man, a father of 2. Even though this man, father of 2, could potentially be like the next big thing, huh? Uh-huh. What's his name again?
YFN Lucci.
Right, him. You got that, right? No, YFN Lucci. He's a big deal, but he could be a bigger deal. But he does have 2 kids, and he's 28 years old. And, I'm sorry. Nowhere in my mind will they ever cut it that a 20-year-old girl has something in common with a 28-year-old man. Even, 8 years isn't a lot if, a guy is, 40 and a woman is 48 or something like that. But 8 years is a lot when you're 20 and 28. And then you add in he's a rock star and he has 2 kids. And we tried to find out whether that's 2 babies' mothers or just 1 baby's mom. And I believe that the answer we came up with is he doesn't say?
No, I didn't. I read like a couple magazine articles and it's not clear.
It's not clear, so you know what that means. Because if it's clear, then you say, yeah, that's her, Janelle. Or whatever, you know, Janelle. So Reginae is 20 and her boyfriend YFM and Lucci, they've been together for like a year, which is an eternity in a 20-year-old's life. Well, they've been putting their relationship drama all over social media since last year. We've gotten involved a little bit here on Hot Topics, just, you know, reporting to you. But they had a fight back in March, and YFN, Lucci, wrote under Reginae's picture, "You think I'ma just let you leave me? Girl, we stuck together." Well, people say a lot of silly things. Like, we stuck together could either be like he's talking killeristic, or stuck together could just mean like, you know how these kids are these days, desperate for hugs and stuff. They say the silliest things. I remember one time visiting, this was like when my son was in like 8th grade. The girls are over at the locker and, you know, I'm waiting for him, but I'm looking over here. And they all end, you know, saying goodbye to each other with hugs and "I love you." Like, I don't remember hugging my friends and I love you back in 8th grade. Like the kids, they just want us parents to pay more attention to them and be at home and stuff. I don't know, I find that weird. Kids in the hall hugging and "I love you." It's not like "I love you" because something dramatic is happening in your life. It's just that that's what they say. Hugs and "I love you." Anyway, on last night's episode of T.I. and Tiny and Toya on The Family Hustle, it's T.I. and Tiny's show, but Toya's on, right? So Toya confronted Reginae about the comment, and what I love the most is Toya's roller set. I love it, because Toya, you know, she had Reginae when she was 15 herself. Toya's only 35. So it's funny to see her dial it back to be like, "Mom, mom, mom," as opposed to, well, she's a peer to YFN. Lucci, there's Toya, but that's not what she looks like in the clip. Wait, show the clip.
Cause y'all be having this internet going on, and I don't be liking that, and I be telling you about it, and you don't be wanting to hear it. And that's not being controlling, that's just being a concerned mom. I don't want to get on the internet and somebody saying, "You stuck with me." That was a red flag.
We were arguing, and I was about to, like, you know, break up. And then that's when he was like, "Oh, you think I'm gonna let you leave me? You stuck with me." He wasn't really serious. It's not like he'd be, like, crazy, like.
That ain't what's up. I don't want no to come up under my picture and be like, "You stuck with me." Bitch, I'm gonna call 911. I don't want you. I don't want you. You cut off.
It is creepy, I guess, you know, "You stuck with me." Especially when he's 28 and he's got 2 kids. Because he's playing a much older man's game. You know, 28 in rock star world is more like 38, but then you add 2 kids, let me see, 10 for each year, 48, 58. He's 58 years old messing around with a 20-year-old. And she's Lil Wayne's daughter, which means she's seen a lot. So her 20 is more like 28. But she's still 28 and he's 58. What are they doing together? You know, the mother, it's good that Toya is there to speak out. I really like their relationship together. The thing about Reginae, she's got this thing, you know, when she smiles, how her eyes all of a sudden light up and twinkle. Did you notice that about her? She's got a twinkle, twinkle little eye. She can make Toya do anything that she wants. Toya, keep an eye on our girl. And by the way, somebody in our Hot Topics morning meeting says, well, the Toya needs to step to YFMN.
And Lucci.
Lucci. Toya needs to step to Lucci. I said, nah, because that's like stepping to a peer. You see what I'm saying? When you step to a 28-year-old and you're only 35, the first thing out of the 28-year-old's mouth is probably gonna be the B word. B, who are you talking to? You know, they don't look at you as the mom of the girlfriend. They look at you as a friend. Oh, good luck, everybody. T.I. and Tiny and friends and the Family Hustle. It all airs on Monday nights on VH1. Only because I think that I'm right. Just with this particular, no, you said yes. No, see, no, I'm not talking about that story. I'm talking about the next story. But I think I'm right. I think that Cardi B has the career Joseline dreamed of. And, sorry, girls. And I like both of them a whole lot. The only reason why I think that Joseline doesn't have the career is because Stevie J is not that man that he wants you to believe that he is. Excuse me? And whereas Cardi B, like Cardi is from New York, you know, she like got on that little stint on Love and Hip Hop. You barely remember her on that show. And then she came back to New York where hip hop is born. I know a lot of people stake claim, but I'm just saying she's from the Bronx. She came back here where hip hop is born, where she knew all the players in the street, or at least how to get to them. And that's why she's Cardi B and Joseline is still doing the 1-2 step on that show that nobody cares about. I mean, I had some time to think about this last night when I saw Cardi B in that burgundy dress. I thought the dress was really pretty, but the burgundy was throwing me off because it's not February anymore, and I just wanted to feel like spring, but it was a lot of material, and it looked really heavy. The Style Squad will be out here to break it down, but back to the girls at hand. So last year, Joseline was granted primary custody of Bonnie Bella, who's now 2 years old. Bonnie Bella. Stevie J has no custody at all, which makes me wonder, Stevie, you get along with all your other...
He has joint legal custody. She has primary physical
custody. Well, he's been to Miami like 5 times in a row and hasn't been able to catch up with Joseline to see his daughter, Bonnie Bell. And so over the weekend, Stevie posted a video and he's in the car with his other daughter. She's like 24 years old. And he's claiming in the video, here he is in Miami, you know, rejected again by Joseline for the 5th time. You know, he's, down there trying to see his daughter. And maybe say hello to Joseline. I mean, it's his child's mother and stuff. I don't know whether they ended funky or whether he can still drive by. I don't know. Is he still working on her music? Do we care about her working on her music? Joseline shaded Stevie last week and she posted a picture of Bonnie with her new boyfriend. Now his name is DJ Ballistic. He doesn't like to show his face. Oh, there he is. He's cute. DJ Ballistic is with Joseline and the hashtag was Daddy's Girl. See, now, is that daddy as in Stevie J or was that daddy as in Ballistic? Now, we know that Stevie J is the father, but remember when she was pregnant with the baby that Stevie got the paternity test. Joseline and Stevie, you all need to straighten this out just for the purpose of Bonnie Bella. And you know what? And Stevie, if you're really serious about seeing your daughter, why don't you take it to court? Take it to court the way everyone else does and have the court settle it. I mean, we don't like the courts involved in our stuff, especially in the case of custody and stuff. A lot of times it's just best if you all handle it in the house. But Joseline has nothing to lose right now. The career never did anything. People don't even care. Clap if you don't care about that music career. But clap if you like Joseline. Oh, gee. Joseline, you better do something quick because your people are leaving you, but I'm gonna keep them here. Stay! Stay! Everybody look, we've got more great show for you. Please stay around. Up next, my Style Squad is here to break down the fashion hits and misses from last night's Met Gala. So, grab a snack and come on back.